are here and it's time to trim your tree. So come with me. We're going to the forest, but first we've got to get our permit to cut down our very own Christmas tree. Going to show you how to do the same thing. That's coming up next.
41, welcome back to Fox 21 Local News right now. 'Tis the season to trim the tree, and this year we're not going to the lot or to a farm. We're chopping one down the old-fashioned way.
Griswold style for sure. Right now, Lauren's at the Pikes Peak Ranger District office to get the lowdown on how to cut your own Christmas tree. Lauren, good morning.
Hey guys, the holidays are here and it's time to get your Christmas tree if that's the way you celebrate. And what better way than to chop down your own? That's what we're going to do this year at Fox 21. So here with Don Sanchez at the Pikes Peak Ranger District office, right?
Correct.
And this is where you get your permit. That's step one of this whole Christmas tree process.
Correct. The first place you want to start is coming to our office Monday through Friday or up on site in Woodland Park on the weekends this coming weekend and then next weekend. Either of those places you can pick up a permit.
All right, very cool. Well, this morning we're going to actually go to the forest, but as we said, step one, time to get the permit. So Anthony, you're going to help me do that, and Don, you're going to kind of walk us through the process. So you basically just come to the office and you come in and you say, hey, you know what? I want to chop down my own tree this year.
Okay, so it's going to be $20.
$20. I've got the card ready. So I just stick it in. Are we ready?
Ma'am.
All right. And why do you make people pay $20? Why is it so important that people come here and actually get a permit?
We do need a permit for you to take your tree. It is illegal to cut anything in the National Forest unless you have a permit. This permit gives directions, rules on how you cut a Christmas tree. It also authorizes you to cut that Christmas tree.
Okay.
Before you even go out, while you're here in the office, make sure you get a map and make sure you know where you're going. We do have maps here that you're going to get along with your permit. You can buy maps from the local area and the National Forest that are going to be have a little more information. But we do have people get lost up there, so we want to make sure people know where they're going before they head up.
Definitely. All right, so looks like the pink one is my permit.
Your permit? Yep.
Very nice. I love it. So this kind of is your guideline. We're going to talk about more of this and all the rules and regulations this morning when we head out. But first, let's tell everybody where we're actually going to go to get this tree.
You're going to go north of Woodland Park. There's two areas that we have. The biggest area is going to be northeast of Woodland Park up off of Rampart Range Road.
All right, very cool. Lots of different kinds of trees. We're going to pick one out, the perfect Christmas tree for Fox 21 this morning, showing you what you can do, what you can't do along the way. And Don's going to guide us, right?
Absolutely.
And you're bringing the saw.
Bringing the saw.
Yes, because I don't have one and I don't want to use my teeth. All right, guys, for now, we'll send it back to you.
Lauren, sounds good. Can't wait for sure.
I'm excited.
So am I. I want to see this happen.
I do too. And Don, I love Don. We're old friends.
So once again,
Here we go. We are live and local showing you how to cut down your very own Christmas tree. That is coming up right after this break.
Local news right now. 'Tis the season to trim the tree, and this year we're not going to the lot or to a farm. We're chopping one down the old-fashioned way.
live and local right now, Lauren is in Pike National Forest with the Pikes Peak Ranger District, getting the lowdown on how to cut down your own Christmas tree. Lauren, this is exciting. Good morning. What's going on?
Check it. It is time to channel the flannel this morning. We are chopping our own tree. My first experience. You guys know I love the holiday season, and it is time to trim the tree the old-fashioned way here with Don Sanchez with the Pikes Peak Ranger District. As I said, I'm so excited. I've never had this experience. Here in Colorado, we do it today, right?
Yes, we are.
So we got our permit. I got it in my pocket. Very important that we bring it along. But if you want to chop down your tree on the weekend, which a lot of families probably tend to do, you can get a permit on the weekend, right?
Correct. During the week, you can get a permit between 8 and 4:30 at our office in Colorado Springs. And on the weekends, you can get your permit at the Work Center, the Woodland Park Center up here in Woodland Park. That's going to be this weekend, which is the 1st and 2nd, and the next weekend, which is the 8th and 9th. Okay. And you can find the information location on our website.
Now, this is chopping down your own tree, but we're not going to a lot. This is like the real deal. So you got to prepare when you come out here, because we're literally going to be in the woods today, right?
Yes, it's much different than just going to a lot and cutting down a tree. You're actually out in the forest. You're going to be hiking through the forest. You're going to be driving on forest roads, icy roads, snow-packed roads, some roads that haven't been driven before. And possibilities of getting stuck. So you really want to be prepared. We want to make sure that you have food, you have water, you have several layers of warm clothes. Inevitably, we have people that get stuck out here and overnight because they get lost and they can't get themselves out.
A lot of people don't realize that, there's not the snow on the ground in Colorado Springs right now. There is snow out here, so you come dressed and prepared as well. We're going to talk more in depth on that as well. But as you said, bring food for the pets. Now, if something does go wrong, we're not asking for any trouble this morning. But say something does go wrong, what is your advice if somebody gets lost?
Somebody gets lost out here, the best thing to do is get some cell service and then stay put and call 911 if you're lost, and they'll get search and rescue out and we can find you. But important thing is to stay put. Once you get your location and can get a hold of somebody, stay there until you can be found.
Right, exactly. You don't want people wandering out here because then it makes it harder for you guys.
Makes it much harder.
All right, so next, what are we going to do?
Next, we're going to drive around. We're going to start looking for a Christmas tree. We're going to talk a little bit about why we let you cut a tree out here.
I love it. I cannot wait for that. And I was getting a little nervous because I couldn't find it in my right pocket. But guess what? It was in my left. This is my permit, baby. We're going home with a Christmas tree today, a real old-fashioned Christmas tree. I cannot wait. It's going to be a good one. We're going to get out here this morning. We're going to get lumberjacked, okay?
She just got the permit this morning. Now she's already going to break it in.
Holiday Lauren is in full effect, and I'm loving it.
Can you believe it?
I know. Only 5 trees per person, Lauren. That's the limit, okay?
Wait till the carols start coming out.
I can't wait.
All right, Lauren, thank you. It's exciting. Good stuff.
It's an adventure.
All right, yeah. All right, 6:25.
That's right. Good morning, everybody. Live and local in Pike National Forest. And guess what? It is time to cut down our very own Christmas tree.
Hey, Lauren,
What?
why do you think we would let people come up here and cut Christmas trees?
Beats me, but guess what? We're going to find out live and local coming up from the woods right after this break.
6:42. Welcome back to Fox 21 Local News right now. If you're looking for a little adventure and some fresh air, we've got just the solution.
That's right, 'tis the season and holiday decorations are going up right now, including Christmas trees. So this year we're going to show you how to cut down your own tree. Live and local right now from Pike National Forest. Lauren McDonald and friends, good morning to you. A little frozen right now, looks like. Oh, the signal might be...
Uh-oh.
Oh, there she is.
Are we here? We good? Good to go?
Guess
what? You don't know why or how to cut down your very own Christmas tree? I'm what?
You're frozen. Oh, no.
It's so cold out there.
I am frozen. Let it go. Let it go.
All right, we'll see if we can get this and come right back.
We'll see if we can get this working.
Okay, move closer. Matt, are you ready?
Are you good to go, Matt? Can we get the weather?
If you stretch a little more.
We know.
Well, what are you going to talk about? So you said earlier this week that we have Lauren back in the woods, so let's go right back out to her where she's waking up the wilderness. Good morning, Lauren.
Hugging trees this morning. And wait, before you two go, Craig, did I hear you mutter that you don't like clutter on a Christmas tree? What's wrong with you?
Nice
the
streamlined,
more the merrier.
a
That's
classic
what
nice
I say.
look. Yeah.
Ugh, boring. It is time to spice things up. We are getting festive out here in Pike National Forest with Don Sanchez with the Pikes Peak Ranger District. So let's tell everybody where we are, because you can't just go out in any woods and just cut down a Christmas tree, right? There are designated areas, and we're in one of them right now, right?
There are designated areas. Each district is different within the Pike and San Isabel National Forest, but for Pikes Peak Ranger District, we have one of our biggest areas, which is about 14 miles long, is north and east of Woodland Park, and a very small unit off of 67, which is north of Woodland Park.
And a lot of people might ask, okay, you know what? You don't want to chop down trees, you want to let them grow. But this is actually helping the forest be healthy, right? You allow people to cut these down because you want the forest to stay healthy.
Exactly. So not only is this a fun experience for the whole family, but this is also for forest health. And we know that the forests are overgrown with a lot of trees, and we have a lot of small trees, what we call ladder trees, and we talk about that when we do fire mitigation. And so what the concept of cutting your Christmas tree down is you're clearing and cutting some of those ladder trees. And so when a fire is down in the pine needles in the grass, when it has several steps of trees, or fuel as we call it, to get up to the tops of the trees, the fire just makes its way to the top and it's off and running
And
in
it
the
can
top of
move
the
so
trees.
fast.
It can move extremely
Right,
fast.
and a lot of people might say, oh, it's not fire season. That's not true. It's always fire season in Colorado, right?
It's always fire season in Colorado, and we're standing in snow right here, but just on the other side there's areas that there's no snow at all, and when we have a couple of warm, dry days and it's really windy, those fuels dry out very quickly, and we can easily have a fire just in and amongst the snow.
Yep, we have a really special program going on for 4th graders. We're running out of time, but we are going to touch on that coming up, so make sure you keep it with us. You don't know why to cut down a tree, you don't know how to cut down a tree, you better keep watching, and if you can't keep watching, you better ask somebody, okay? Make sure you do it the right way.
I love this, Lauren.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. Okay, thanks, Lauren. Time now, 6:49. Well, right now,
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, la 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 la. I've got my permit, I've got my saw, and it's time to trim the tree.
In local news right now, 'tis the season to trim the tree, and this year we're not going to the lot or to a farm. We're chopping one down the old-fashioned way.
going full Griswold on you right now. Yeah, live and local right now. Lauren is in Pike National Forest with the Pikes Peak Ranger District, getting the lowdown on how to cut down your own Christmas tree. Lauren, good morning.
Craig and Abby, this is serious stuff. Just call me Lumberjill. Check out all this timber. I think it needs some tinsel. Do you agree or do you agree? I'm telling you what, I am so excited learning how to chop down our own Christmas tree. This is my first experience. People might be doing this for the first time this year, and we are telling them how. But first, we got to talk about the kids because the kids come first. 4th graders have a very special opportunity right now, right?
They do. There's a program right now called Kids in the Park, Kids in a Park, and all 4th graders can go to kidsinapark.gov, and there's a game that they play. When they're finished with the game, they get a voucher, such as this one.
Okay.
And what they do is they bring this voucher to us, and they get a free Christmas tree permit.
Wow.
In addition to that, for the whole year, they get free access to
And
national
that's
parks and forests.
nationwide, right?
That is nationwide, yes.
So Colorado kids, call your cousins, call your friends, and let them know, 4th graders, free Christmas trees. You still do have to get a permit though, right?
Correct. You still have to get a permit. You have to have this voucher brought in to be able to get that permit. It's a different color, but the 4th graders get their own Christmas tree permit for free.
Very nice. And you know what? We've been telling you how to do this all morning long. Very important that you follow the rules because you can pay a very hefty fine, even face jail time if you just go out and do what you please, right? We got to protect the forest and do it the right way.
Absolutely. The whole purpose of a program is to improve forest health, and we want to make sure that that's what we're doing out here.
All right, very nice. Speaking of health, want to make sure you take care of your own health. When you drive up here, the roads can be a lot worse than they are at a lower elevation, right, in Colorado Springs. So come prepared, put chains on your car, use 4-wheel drive, right?
Yep. Remember, you're going out into the forest, and our roads aren't plowed. The side roads are not plowed, so you're going to run into spots that are icy, snow-packed, and it can be pretty dangerous when you're driving, and you can get stuck, so make sure you bring chains if you have chains. 4-wheel drive, we want to make sure you use that, and good tires. Make sure you have good tires on your car and good clearance too.
Definitely. And then when you come out here to hike, make sure you're prepared, fully clothed as well. You don't want to come out here in flip-flops. Now, Dawn, you're the expert. So when I'm looking for a tree, what am I looking for to find the perfect tree?
So really it depends on what you want for your house. We have lots of different trees. You can cut anything except for an aspen. We have spruce and fir trees. We have pine trees. And some of the spruce, some of the fir trees you can see, and some of the tops have the spruce budworm have kind of eaten the top. So some of our trees are going to be fuller than the others. They're going to get a Charlie Brown tree out here. Those are pretty easy to find.
Yeah.
But again, it's important to remember that this is not a Christmas tree lot, so you're not going to find your perfect tree. You're going to find the tree that's perfect for your family and your house.
Dawn, the day has come. I think I have found the perfect tree. Is this one allowed to cut right in front of us?
You can, 6 inches in diameter or under. If you remember on your permit, there is a measuring stick. Diameter
Got it right here.
is across, not around. So
Okay.
that's a very large tree that you can cut within
So
the
my only
rules.
question, my ceilings aren't this tall. Could I make it shorter?
You can make it shorter. We still want to make sure we cut it 6 inches and under at the base. Again, the purpose is for forest health. We have a lot of people who come out and just cut the top off, and that defeats the whole purpose of what we're trying to do here. So take the whole tree, take everything with you, and then if you just want to use the top, you can use that top, but again, take everything with you as long as you're under 6 inches in diameter at the base of the tree.
Okay, just making a quick phone call. Got to consult with a significant other, make sure this is acceptable. Hey, are you watching? You're not watching. Well, turn on the TV. Come on, what are you doing? I got the Christmas tree. Is this all right with you? All right, we're gonna give it a go. Bye. Craig and Abby, we are not Christmas shopping, but we are Christmas shopping. Do you hear me? This tree is coming home.
We just witnessed the stellar communication in their relationship.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
That's how the magic happens right there. Yeah, and that tree.
Be careful when you walk.
That tree just jumped out. That's a good-looking tree.
Like the sun was shining on it. It was.
It's not the perfect tree. It's the perfect tree for your house.
It's old Saint Nick.
All right, good stuff, Lauren. Thank you so much. I want to see her cut it down.
Yeah, me
All right.
too.
7:20.
This hard work. Well, you know what? Here's to the haters who said I wouldn't cut it in television. Look at me now. Live and local. Chop it down. My very own Christmas tree. This is the real DIY. We've got more from Pike National Forest coming up right after this break.
7:42. Welcome back to Fox 31 Local News. If you're looking for a little adventure and some fresh air, we've got the solution.
'Tis the season, of course. Holiday decorations now going up, including Christmas trees. And this year, we're going to show you how to cut down your own tree live and local right now from Pike National Forest. Let's get back out to Lauren. How's it coming, Lauren? Looking good.
Oh, it's coming. You're right. Sawing wood and looking good. That's what we were doing here this morning. Cutting down our very, oh boy, here she comes, timber! Christmas tree. That's a lot of work. And here to guide me through the whole process, Dawn Sanchez with the Pikes Peak Ranger District. Wow, this has been a fun, exciting, and very, I've been working hard, right? It's not just come out here and you're going to take a stroll, find a tree in 10 minutes and go home. You're
Exactly.
out here. It's a day-long process. And we found the tree, and people who want to come enjoy this process with their family, they can come and they can get a permit like you have. And we have all the rules and regulations that we're going to go over right now when it comes to the trees, right?
Yep. So regulations on the trees, you have a 6 inches in diameter ruler here. So tree can be no larger than 6 inches in diameter. That's across, not around. So that's a very, very large tree, bigger than most people can put in their houses. But we always want to make sure we cut the tree at the base, as close to the ground as you can, as long as it fits in that measurement there. The problem that we have sometimes is people will take the top and just cut the top off.
And we have an example of that.
And leave a tree and leave the rest. And again, that defeats the purpose. So cut at the base of the tree, take it down, no chainsaws, no any sort of power saw. So we hand saw only. We want to make sure that everybody gets their workout while they're out in the woods.
Before, if the tree's too large, you can always cut it again after you cut it, right?
Yep. Cut it at the base, and then what you don't want, you can cut that off and make sure you take that with you at home. You can make arts and crafts out of it or use it as firewood later.
Arts and crafts. I love it. That's right up my alley. Okay, so a lot of different trees you can choose from, but there are some you need to stay away from. Obviously, the aspen trees, but you wouldn't even want them because they're just don't even have any leaves on them or whatever these are.
Yep. No
Right?
leaves on them, so no aspen. But you can cut spruce and fir trees along with pine trees. You're going to find spruce and fir on your north-facing slopes. So areas where you have more snow, like the one we're in right now, you're going to find those types of trees.
Right.
And the pine trees you're going to find along the ridge tops and the south-facing slopes.
Yeah, very nice. All right, well, thank you for giving us the 411. We've gotten the permit. We've gotten the rules. We've come prepared. Now we've got to drag this baby up the hill and all the way to the car. We're actually going to show you how to tie it down the proper way. You found some trees on the side of the road. We don't want people to come out here and lose their tree, right?
That's
so we're
right.
gonna show you how to do that coming up here in a little bit.
This is very interesting stuff this morning.
It's awesome.
It makes me want to try and do it.
You should.
Yeah.
1 year at least.
1 year. You
Yeah.
got to.
Yeah, okay.
You should, Craig. Come on.
I think I want to. All right, good
go.
stuff. Lauren, thank you. 7.
Lumberjack, Lumberjill. It's hard work dragging this Christmas tree up this big hill, but we did it! And we are live and local, showing you how to do the same. Coming up next.
8:21. Welcome back to Fox 21 Local News right now. 'Tis the season to trim the tree, and this year we're not going to the lot or to a farm. We're chopping one down the old-fashioned way.
Live and local right now, Lauren joins us from the Pike National Forest with more on chopping down that perfect Christmas tree. Lauren, good morning.
That's the Jingle Bell Rock. Good morning. Yes, it is. We are getting into the spirit for the holidays. Getting festive out here in the Pike National Forest, here trimming our own tree, literally. And you know what? We really haven't had much troubles here with Don Sanchez with the Pikes Peak Ranger District guiding us along the way. The do's and don'ts all day long.
Yeah.
Trimming your tree.
Yep, we've been talking about pretty much everything from buying your permit to cutting it down. So the one last step we have now is your permit. We need to have you tag your tree.
Oh wow, good thing you're here to tell me that.
So your
Didn't
permit
realize.
is a sticker. Peel the
Okay.
back off of it.
These cost
$20.
$20, right?
Yep.
You can get them at Pikes Peak Ranger
You
District
can wrap
office.
around, stick
Just
it to
like that?
itself. It's a sticker.
Oh yeah!
And make sure that's visible on your way out. That way our law enforcement folks can see that you had a permit to cut this down.
We're in business.
We are in business.
I am so excited. What a cool experience. Different trees people can come out here and see. We've mentioned that. We've talked about safety tips. Let's kind of recap some of the safety tips when you're on a hike out here, because we don't want people to get lost, and that does happen, right?
Yeah, I want to remember that you're actually coming out into the forest, and we want you to prepare that way. So food, water, extra clothes to stay warm. Allow enough time to come out and do this. It takes at least 4 hours, if not more. It's taken us all morning to just find a tree. We
You want to come out early, too.
Start early. And then prepare as far as there's a couple of apps that you can download, and you can mark where your vehicle is before you start out on your trek to find your tree. So it makes it easier to not get lost.
Yeah, very nice. And fourth graders, they get free trees,
They
right?
do.
Let's talk about that again, because it's a really cool program that's going on. And it's not just getting a free Christmas tree. They can go to all the national parks for free, right?
Absolutely. It's called Kids in a Park. Every Kid in a Park. Everykidinapark.gov. They can go to that website, take a little quiz. It's a game thing, and then they'll print out a voucher just like this one here. And your fourth grader can bring that voucher into us. They'll get a card, and they can also get a Christmas tree permit for free.
So exciting.
Yeah.
So much fun. So cool. You want the fourth graders to learn about nature, right?
We do. We want to get the families out into the forest and enjoy nature and participate in this program and keep our forest healthy.
All right, Dawn, walking us through. Give me 5. We killed it, and we got to still attach it to the top of the car. We're going to do that. We're going to do that quickly because we only have a little bit of time in between. Well, you'll probably get to see some of it. Hey, I'm not a lumberjack, but I am a lumberjill, and you could just say that sawdust, it's my sparkle, okay?
Hey, Jill, I got a question for you.
What's up?
How far did you actually carry that tree, and how far did Dawn carry that tree?
Right.
I'll let Dawn answer that. Dawn, how far did I carry the tree, and how far did you carry the tree?
I didn't carry it very far. Several hundred feet for you, up a pretty steep slope, through some aspen. She did a good job. I was impressed.
Tuck
Wow.
to the head, because the face don't understand. We gotta go.
She is high on life.
Yeah, she's got that energy
Good
this
stuff.
morning. Good for her. All right. Thanks, Lauren. 8:24 right now in call.
Live, local, and loving life. We just cut down our own Christmas tree. Hey, Dawn, I got one question for you.
What's that?
Why did the pine tree get in trouble?
I have no idea why.
Because it was being naughty. You got to make sure you are not naughty when you cut down your own tree. We're going to go over all those steps that you need to take to make sure you can take this beauty home. Live and local coming up next.
8:41. Welcome back to Fox 21 Local News right now. If you're looking for a little adventure and some fresh air, we've got it all for you this morning.
We do live and local right now from the Pike National Forest. Lauren ready to bring home that tree she's worked so hard for today. There she is, getting it all tied down. Look at you go, girl, go!
Feeling so good, the pom-pom comes off. Let me tell you something. What a day it has been. Would you like to cut down your own Christmas tree? Well, guess what? We have got all the answers. What, when, where, and how right here, right now, live and local with Dawn. You have been guiding us through all morning. Thank you for putting up with me. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
It's
Thanks
been
for
fun,
having us.
right?
It has been.
Sure. She's like, sure, yeah. So let's talk about the 5 mistakes that people make when they come out here to chop down their own tree? Things that you want people to avoid doing when they come out here.
So we want to make sure everybody's prepared. Food, water, bring that with you. Warm clothes. If you bring your dog, make sure it's on a leash. We have dogs that get lost out here every year, unfortunately. The second thing is make sure you have your permit. You know where you're going. You can download some maps beforehand. Bring your saw and your rope.
Permit needs to be visible, which it is.
Permit visible on the front. And make sure you bring your saw. Make sure you bring your rope. And then most importantly, we want to make sure that you have fun out here. So bring a sled. You can find some of the hills to take the kids down on the sled and enjoy some of the natural
Sled would help pulling the tree too.
It would.
Definitely. Now that's one way I did not come prepared today. But you guys, hot tip, bring the sled with you, throw it on, have the kids have some fun, and then afterwards you can drag the tree home. So tips for once you get the tree home. Do you have to take care of this differently than any other tree you would buy at a lot?
It's pretty fresh when you cut it, so it's going to be fresher than anything you're going to buy at a lot. Make sure you just keep water in the stand. Make sure it has water at all times. It will drink water pretty quickly. So water, don't leave your lights on at night and treat it just like you would any other live tree.
Check the water daily.
Check the water daily.
Don't want this baby to dry out because that would create a mess. We want to keep it clean, fresh, and beautiful. I am so excited, Dawn. Thanks so much for all of your hot tips in Pike National Forest all morning long, live and local. We brought it to you first. All I gotta say is, may the forest be with you. And
yes.
ho, 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 who wouldn't know? Ho, 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 who wouldn't know? Up on the rooftop, old Saint Nick, up on the rooftop, click, click, click.
She rivals the cheer of Buddy the Elf.
She does. She does. This has been, I think, a very fascinating morning. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. Are you
going to try it next year?
Sometime I'm going to try it.
Next year is the year for you. I feel it.
Sometime. This has been great.
Yes.
Lauren, I want to see an after picture once you get it all decorated.
Yeah. Okay. Lauren, thanks.
We're on it.
Time right now is 8:40.
And we are sawing wood and looking good live from Pike National Forest, showing you how to chop down your very own Christmas tree. Living Local starts right now.
It's like a beautiful day maybe to chop down your own tree.
I think so.
'Tis the season to trim the tree. And this year we are going not to a farm, but we're chopping it down the old-fashioned way.
Yep, and Lauren is live and local in the Pike National Forest with the Pikes Peak Ranger District, getting the lowdown on how to cut your own Christmas tree. So good morning, Lauren. Looks like you're having a blast out there.
That's right, ladies. Good morning, live and local out here at Pike National Forest. We are channeling the flannel, chopping down our very own Christmas tree. This is DIY if I've ever seen DIY, right? So here with Dawn Sanchez with the Pikes Peak Ranger District, right? So this is really good for the forest. This is why you allow people to chop down these trees, right?
Yeah, people can come out and cut some of the smaller trees that we have. It helps thin the forest. It helps keep, if fire was to come through, keep fire on the ground. Gives more nutrients to the bigger trees so they can grow bigger and stronger. So overall forest health and family fun.
So right now through December 14th, people can come here to Pike National Forest, cut down their own trees. Let's go over the steps they need to take though.
So first thing they need to do is buy a permit. They can buy those at our office down in Colorado Springs, Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. And then this weekend and next weekend, which is December 1st and 2nd and 8th and 9th, they can buy permits on site at the Woodland Park Work Center. Anybody who's done this before, it's going to be different than years past. It's going to be up the road just a little bit, follow the signs up to the work center, and then they can come out and cut their tree.
All right, so some of the mistakes people make, you want to make sure that you cut the tree at the base, right?
Yep, no topping of the trees. We want to make sure that the base is 6 inches in diameter or under. Cut it at the base and take the whole tree. The purpose is to make the forest healthy. If you take just the top, that defeats the whole purpose of what we're doing.
All right, so all morning long, we have gone through the steps with Dawn. If you guys were watching Fox 21 local news this morning, we've got our tree, right? So we did all these steps. We've got the permit. We've got everything. But once we get the tree home, Dawn, is it different to take care of this tree than any tree that you would buy at, say, a lot somewhere?
It's going to be much fresher than one you would buy at a lot, but you're going to care for it the same. Make sure it always has water. Check water daily and add water to it. Make sure your lights are turned off at night, only on the day during the day when you're at home. And then some things to remember is make sure you prepare, make sure you have enough food and water in your car just in case something happens. You have to stay overnight, which does happen to folks. Make sure you're prepared, bring enough clothes for you and the kids. Make sure you dress in layers so you're warm up here. And don't forget that you are coming out into the National Forest, and be prepared for that. It's not a Christmas tree lot. There's a lot of dangers out here. There's places you can get stuck, so come prepared.
Come prepared, come early, come get yourself a real old-fashioned Christmas tree. Dawn, thanks so much. It's been a blast.
Absolutely.
All day long. Ladies, my name is no longer Lauren. It is Lumber Jill. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Lumber Jill.
All right, we're going to head into headlines.